Hello, and welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. Today we are going to be going to all the way to Michigan to be talking about the Wedding Cake House, which is in Tuscola County. So, before I jump in, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Come on, we're so close to 100. I'm hoping by the time this video comes out, we get those 100 subscribers. Please, guys, that's my goal by the end of the year. When October, I know we can get there. But there is something called the Richard C. Burtis House, or the Wedding Cake House, and is a historic site in Tuscola County, Michigan, which is a two-story Second Empire building that was built from 1879 to 1880 by Richard C. Burtis, who was a shoemaker and local owner. Now, the house includes brackets and decorative frieze supporting a mansard roof with decorating slate shingles, a bay window topped with um, a sleep octagonal tower that dominates near the front facade in the Burtis home that appeared in the Travel Channel on 2019. So, who was this Richard Burtis guy? Well, he was born in Pittstown, which was near Troy, New York, on in April of 1824. And while quite young, his parents were moved to Hoosick Falls, New York, where he was only 5 when his dad died, and his mom and his family soon moved to Troy, New York, where they resided for about 6 years. They were moved to Ashtabula County, Ohio, returning to Troy, New York in 1838. Now, why does that Ashtabula sound so familiar? If you recall, I talked about this a few back, was the Ashtabula train wreck, I believe. You can go back and watch that episode if that's something you're interested in. But Burtis would accept a position at a grocery store. He would remain for 3 years, at which point he went to Ithaca, New York, where he would learn the shoemaker's trade. He remained there 3.5 years and worked nearly all of the eastern cities for following 15 years. Now, in 1855, he went to Michigan on a hunting expedition and 2 years later relocated to Routrowsville, Tuscola County, where he was engaged in shoemaking up until 1862. When his brother died in 1862, he took ownership with his sister Sarah in a general store, and after 7 years, he took full ownership of the entire stock and conducted the store alone about 13 years until he retired in 1882. Now, he became a postmaster of Watersville for 4 years, from 1862 to 1866. And when the Postmaster General is giving orders to relieve postmasters across the country and replace them with veterans returning from the Civil War, 170 were replaced in Michigan. Burtis married Flora A. Chubb of Nankin, Wayne County in 1868. So, what about the house history? He purchased the 40 acres of land in the site in 1870 and constructed a house on the site on one of the highest point in Tuscola County. And the original was turned down in 1879, and the work on the present house started and construction was finished in 1880. Now, him and his wife remained in the home until their death in 1901. At the age his death till his death in 1901. He died at the age of 77. The house was sold to Byron Cole in 1901. And the house was designated a Michigan Historic Site in November 15, 1973, and everything else. And it also appeared on the Travel Channel and Ghost Brothers as well. So, what about the house? Well, this is an excellent example of Second Empire architecture. It is a two-story solid brick building sitting on stone and concrete foundation. It's measured 65 feet by 40, has a slate mansard roof supported by the Italianate style brackets and multi-sided turret type gable. And the sash windows have these hood moldings of various types and a wooden front porch supported by delicate columns, and has been featured in crest-like carvings of an iron railing. I love it. Sounds so amazing right now. Now, on the interior, the house has rich decorations with large and high cylindrical rooms. In the front parlor intricate, multicolored, and scroll work of the ceiling has a large replacement of emerald. The dining room floor has alternate bands of light in dark rooms, a winding staircase from the second story, and everything else. In servants' quarters. So, if anybody has been to this house, please let me know. Is it worth adding to my travel bucket list? Like next time I'm in Michigan, if I ever go to Michigan, I would love to go and everything else. But that's it for this episode. Join me next time as we talk about Homie the Clown.